Achieving studio-quality vocals can be tough, especially when you're in a home studio or on the road. Prime Vocal makes it easy to eliminate background noise and microphone bleed, reverb and room influences, as well as tame problematic sibilants and plosives. It also adjusts the spectral balance and dynamics without endless tweaking. All of this makes Prime Vocal a great first step in your vocal post-production workflow. Let's dive in. Prime Vocal is available as a standalone desktop application and an Aura-supported plugin. I'll be working with the standalone version here, but the controls are consistent across both. This first vocal I want to work on has some distracting crosstalk and static noise.
You deny being selfish, that's a lie. I'm still here.
To get started, I simply drag and drop the file into the application. Prime Vocal needs to analyze the recording, which might take a bit of time, but you can start working on already analyzed sections.
You deny being selfish, that's a lie. I'm still here. I'm still here.
This example shows what Prime Vocal's noise reduction does best, cleaning up mild noise, think refrigerator humming rather than jackhammers. The room reduction module takes care of unwanted room influences in my signal, giving me a clean slate for adding custom reverb later on in my DAW. I can also adjust the processing intensity for different frequencies in both of these modules. In this case, the noise reduction is cutting off a little too much of my high end, so I'm going to decrease its strength.
You deny being selfish, that's a lie. I'm still here.
I'm happy with my results now. The vocal sounds crisp and present. I'm excited to work on it in my DAW. Prime Vocal has all of the export options you would expect. I can also normalize my recording to target loudness or peak level. This next recording has noise and crosstalk, but it also has quite a few sharp sibilants.
White noise, out in the mood, turning it up, spinning them wheels, so falling in love.
The vocal cleanup will take care of it by applying de-essing and de-plosive processing.
White noise, out in the mood, turning it up, spinning them wheels, so falling in love.
And again, you can change the strength of all of these fine-tuning options. Prime Vocal has all the tools you would expect to monitor your recording and control playback. With a drag, I can set a playback range and loop it.
Turning it up, spinning them, turning it up.
The automation panel allows me to automate the strength of the 5 processing modules over time. This particular S is starting to lisp a little bit, so I'm going to rectify that by turning the vocal cleanup down.
Spinning them wheels, so falling, spinning them wheels, so falling, spinning them wheels, so falling, spinning them wheels, so.
And of course, Prime Vocal works on speech recordings as well. Listen how it enhances this podcast recording, making the voice sound clean and more present.
Dr. Williams, alpine marmots are fascinating creatures found in high-altitude regions. Could you tell us what makes them so well adapted?
Prime Vocal can save and load sessions with multiple files. Great for reworking edits you've made. And you can also batch export all files in your session at once. Now, this last recording does not have any obvious issues with noise or room influences, but running it through Prime Vocal is still worth it, as the spectral balance and dynamics modules will give it some polish.
Finally grown, no need to look back. How would it be if you weren't like that? But I could be wrong.
Again, I can fine-tune these within their advanced settings. If this seems like a useful tool for your workflow, head over to sonible.com and check out the 30-day trial.